Welcome back to Avowed. Took a little bit of a break because last session I had played for about like 9-10 hours. In between that session, I did do a lot. I spent like an hour and a half just kind of making a bunch of items. I respec'd, grabbed the survivalist recipe thing, and then I just made a whole bunch of items, which I'll look over in a second. I also did like redistribute a couple of my points. So rather than having rank 2 Tanglefoot, rank 2 Shadowing Beyond, I grabbed the Bear Ally ability. And then I also put some more points into Returning Storm, pulled the Eora, got rid of the Fireball. For now, who knows, we'll see. One thing I did discover, I didn't realize this, but I thought in order for me to use a Grimoire that had Meteor Shower or Arcane Seal, I had to be level 20 and then unlock Grimoire Mastery. But actually, I think I can grab Grimoire Mastery 4. Well, let's see. Yeah, I think I can just do it now if I wanted to. Way before level 20. We're not going to, unless I get a really, really cool book that has Meteor Shower and like some of the other stuff that I want. I have seen Meteor Shower already in some of the Grimoires, but none of them have been like things I want. It's like, oh, it's all like fire spells, and the only fire spell I actually care about besides Meteor Shower is Fireball. So it's got to be very specific stuff. So we'll see what ends up happening. Another thing I did besides making a whole bunch of the cooler recipe stuff, I sold all the stuff that was in my stash and dismantled all the purple items, which was only like 3 or 4. And then we'll see if we can upgrade in the next place. So that did bring me up to like 60,000 gold. We were at like 23,000 when I last left off. So I had a lot of money. So I went around, I bought all the Awakened Adra, which puts us at 10, which isn't bad. Hopefully we'll see what happens in the next area and how much it costs to make the next level of stuff. If I can get like the next level of gear immediately, that would be sweet. Another thing I did is I found some people have made like cheat engine things, ways to spawn in items and stuff, and so I made myself the quest item that was bugged and didn't spawn when we killed the enemy down here, and that's why we're over here at the bounty board, because now I can actually turn in that bounty.
They say that the city stands because a stranger came to our defense.
That would be me.
Agrasima, godlike.
You're welcome.
Now, to business. Are you here to collect the bounty?
Yes, the last bounty I have to claim.
Whose death am I recording?
It will be Belderino.
From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May their poor souls find peace in their rest. Perfetto! That's all of them!
I'm glad I was able to help.
As am I. At last I can turn my attention to more important things. Oh, how I've missed my research. Oh, please take this. It's from my personal collection of essence-infused oddities. I have a feeling you will find it of more use than I would.
Alright, what do we get? The Tree of Life. Tree of Life is a shield. Slowly regenerate up to 30% of your maximum health. Negative 15% incoming fire, frost, and shock damage. That's kind of okay. I'll keep it just because I don't have another purple shield at the moment, but I'm kind of, I hungrily look at the Awakened Adra that I could get from dismantling it. So we'll see what ends up happening there. So quick little check on the items that I created. It was a lot. I've made 138 of these Inutonic pickles, so I would just always have essence regeneration. I can only make so many of the Charming Libation because I needed essence potions, so I only made like 22 of these. I'm gonna try and use these like every time I walk up to an important person. So if I like walk up to Ludwin or something, or like say the Diplomat or like an Audra Crystal, anything that makes me think, ooh, this could be a major story point, I'll just try to remember to pop these. I promise nothing though. I'll probably just forget. We'll probably just end up having a save scum. We'll see. But I also made I just made a whole bunch of different various food things. The most things I made were some of the healing items. One I went pretty overboard with. Here we go. Basted Beast. I made 70 of these. It's 750 health regeneration, which basically means as soon as I'm out of combat, anytime I'm out of combat, boom, full health, just like instantly. My plan is I'm just gonna pop a lot of these things as we walk around. So I just have passive regen all the time without having to rely too much on like individual items. And then I also made like a little note thing here that I'm gonna try and keep on my side screen to remind me of all these, because I'm gonna forget a lot otherwise. I have a grocery list of stuff to randomly get. The current loadout of like clothing and like accessory stuff that I have, because I'm also gonna try to cheese accessories a little bit more whenever we're like walking through a town and I don't have to worry about doing critical damage. I'll just equip the intellect ring instead or something, and maybe just slightly eke out a conversation option, which would be pretty swell, I think. But okay, let us make our way to the Grim Wetlands party camp. Apparently Giatta has one more thing to talk to us about. I imagine it is about the ambassador, because that was the last thing we did. Giatta!
Don't take this the wrong way, but your friend the ambassador is an asshole.
Oh, that's okay. Giatta, I say that about everyone in power.
Indeed, and I'm always right. What is it about authorities? No modesty, no humility, and barely any regard for others.
He reminds you of Ignacio Vidaro.
In more ways than one. Does that kind of power appeal to you? Would you lord over this island as the ambassador does?
I'm not really interested in that. None of these options I really like. I don't really want to be a centralized leader. But I also don't want to like call this like a nest of vipers. And I don't want to play coy and be like, I'm just an envoy. I have no interest in the politics here. There's an in-between of this to I want to be the leader and I'm just a nobody. They just don't have the option here. Fuck it, Vanguard Scout. I'd rather walk backward into a lion's den than rule over this nest of vipers.
Your survival instincts are as keen as ever, I see. Well, I've kept you as a captive audience long enough. If there's anything else, just let me know.
Yeah, that's all for now.
If I must.
Alright, I gotta remember to have Giatta and Marius as we go into the next area. As sad as I am to not hear Kai chime in every once in a while, I will miss Kai. Chai. That's a very different game. But also on Xbox Gamepass. Okay. I want to I'll put Storm on 2. And Pool of Eora on 4. Ranger options. Oh! Oh no! Oh, ew! My ranger abilities get hidden into a different radial menu when I have too many things on this screen? That's so dumb. Wow. I gotta remember I have this Thorn of Sapital too. It's ooh.
Mud in my boots. Just what I need.
I'm just baffled. I'm a person who needs like everything to be on like the least amount of screens that I have to go through as possible, the more likely I am to use it. It's one of the reasons I barely fucking use my consumables. Or like my throwables, because there's just like a little part of my neurons that go, oh, I gotta go through 2 less? Nah, I'll just shoot my gun at the thing instead. That seems simpler, like way more easy.
Come closer, envoy.
Oh, fucking hell. Not you.
Gods, what happened here?
Wait, oh yeah, you're right. They killed the Rangers. Ah, shit. Ugh. Aelfyr! Hey! What's up?
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adheran to another.
Captain Aelfyr, what are you doing here?
I go where the Inquisitor commands. Just as you go where the Emperor commands. You interfered in our plans. Take it from me, Inquisitor Ludwig isn't at all pleased.
Uh-huh, well... neither am I.
In that case, maybe it's not too late to make amends.
You lost the fight for Emerald Stair, and now you ask for peace? Don't make me laugh.
Hear me out. That's all I ask. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Oh yeah?
Bring us her severed head, and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our soldiers were poised to attack Fior Messiverno. If you had been made aware, you would not have interfered.
Actually, I probably still would have interfered. I absolutely would have stopped you from blowing up a city. Explain yourself now, though.
My intentions exactly. You might not want to admit it, but Fior Messiverno is a settlement in decline. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. What exactly do you think you saved?
My home, which you have no right to condemn.
You've done nothing but condemn it. Shouting matches with the governor, open defiance.
I fight for my home because I cherish it, you shit-eating worm. Because I want us to survive.
Oh my god.
And I hope you enjoy the consequences of your actions. Fior Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
Yeah, that's not really true. We should be supporting Fior Messiverno, not delivering their death sentence.
Any good farmer knows when to put down an injured animal. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
Please. You're insane.
Quite the opposite. The Steel Garrote bring reason to a frontier gone mad. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you, but don't get in our way a second time. It won't end well.
Yeah, Ludwig and the Steel Garrote are making a grave error.
Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
Oh, I told you!
You might be evil, but...
That I'm standing at the fucking entrance to Shatterscarp?
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
Actually...
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last.
They would have let me through, you idiot. Ranger Martineo was a decent man. You'll pay for this.
Decent men die every day.
He didn't
When you
have
arrive in
to.
Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
Yeah, actually, you're not walking away from this.
You know, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Let's make this a battle to remember.
I'm over the steel garrote. I'm over the steel garrote. I'm fucking killing all of you here. This is war. They just straight up also threatened like, oh, we're gonna separate from the Empire. Well, let me get that party started. I am the hand of the Emperor, and you will see an end to your madness.
Right there. Protect the unborn.
Here, have a bear as well. No heals. Captain Aelfyr will just have to fight us with her raw health. Whoa! That pinned like a whole bunch of people into place. That was pretty cool. Dude, how many steel garrote soldiers were over here? I didn't realize. Hold on, let's try something here. Pool of Eora! And then hit him with a storm! Okay, those don't actually pair that well.
That's done? Who's hungry?
Well, I've made a pretty radical decision here, but I think it'll have been worth it. Death Knight gloves. 15% frost damage. Negative 10 stamina cost while blocking. Meh. How do you all feel about what you just did?
They're not actually berries.
Ew.
At least the city is standing.
So what kind of letter did we even just get here? Oh, you know what? I never sold all of these. That's alright, we'll sell them in the next area. Inquisitor Ludwin's Missive. To head sharpshooter, first class of Shardscarp to Mary Kaiwa III. On behalf of the Burned Queen and the Emperor of Adir, I hereby command that the ruins of Naku Kubel be surrendered to Adir. If you resist, Shatterscarp will accept the fate intended for Fiero Mess Everno. By my oath, Inquisitor Ludwin. Yeah, I mean, we'll give them this letter, but I'm going to tell them that we're not going to let that happen.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers, and now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention why the Steel Garrote attacked my fucking home.
Ludwin believes Fiora Messerverno is a danger to the living lands.
Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living?
Hey, I wasn't saying she had the right.
Time.
I'm just saying why she did it.
My people will be on high alert, but that doesn't mean we're safe. The Steel Garrote are hunting anyone who doesn't conform to their vision of the living lands. Our freedom is on the line.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn?
She absolutely will. If she does, we'll be ready for her. Anyway, okay, what can you tell me about Thirdborn, Kai?
Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back. Changed.
Changed?
Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted. Some confused and disoriented like Belena, others violent like Adelaro.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This dream scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt.
We can't let the hunter become the hunted.
Easier said than done.
Damn it.
Especially when we're not entirely sure what we're looking for.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the dream scourge.
Yatsli believes the answer lies in another godless ruin, Naku Kubel.
Yatsli is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsli can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant.
Seriously?
Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise. But it couldn't hurt to try.
You're being serious? Sure, yeah, I guess. We'll do a little phone call with
This
Sapadal.
is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giatta. Giatta Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
For a moment it seems like Sapadal recognized you.
What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I mean, your parents got turned into plants. So, like, maybe they're somewhat connected to the soul essence of Sapadal now? So it, like, residual has the memories eventually? Does anyone else want to ask Sapadal a question?
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsli, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
I know it's a lot, but this is the next step. We have to take it.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it.
Sure, yeah.
Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. I wanted to say, for all of its imperfections, Fiorme Siverno deserves a second chance. Thanks to you, it has one. I won't forget it.
Inquisitor Ludwin will answer that. Will answer for the attack. Don't you worry, Giatta.
Not before we answer to her. Just to be safe, we should remain vigilant. Sleep in shifts. Look after each other. Rest while you can. Our enemies are organized, but so are we.
I would actually be down for a random attack while we're like resting. Alright. Let's get some sleep. We'll keep Marius and Giatta. Unless the shark's teeth ends up being like really close by. Whoa. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's close by. Okay. It might be a little bit before we have Kai back.
Death here.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of death.
Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just dizzy.
Oh, there's an item above us there. What happened here?
You hear that crying? Pathetic.
That last fight gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Too many. Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned into dream thralls.
I had to put down 3 good men myself. Telling their family. That was worse.
Don't talk to me like you're the only one who understands hardship. I'm going to be facing down a mutiny soon.
You think we want to be here? Think again.
So leave. I can't wait to see the last of you and your people.
And go where? Nothing but death waiting out there. Better we die with honor.
What is going on here?
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hey!
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Perception! You both look like Andra's mortar spat you out.
Drowning in salt water would have been preferable. Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Oopsies.
Our dead, to be precise.
I guess we shouldn't
We
have
lost
napped.
soldiers too. Protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
Are the Dream Thralls here all Adiran?
No, but most are. Our troops haven't been spared, and more are falling ill.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe.
Yeah, no, I don't go where I'm safe, Captain. I go where I'm needed.
I doubt you're particularly needed in Thirdborn, of all places.
Well, either way, I'm looking for Yatsli. Told her I'd meet her in Thirdborn.
I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't recognize the name.
Just tell me where Thirdborn is.
Of course, that strange Orlan scholar. She came through not too long ago. Should be in town by now. Before you go, Envoy, Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Okay. Thank you for the warning. I'll keep that in mind.
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
We have the energy to argue, but not to solve problems. Reminds me of home.
Woo!
Thirdborners have been on edge ever since the mines got shut down.
That is a massive view. Holy hell. Let's make sure we've got
You
everything
need something?
grabbed here before we choose where we need to go.
At least the shack stopped smouldering. Many of our people setting in by their own will. Don't know.
Fools.
Well, we warned them not to set in the goddamn desert. Sure, the captain says a broken lantern killed them, that it was just an accident. If they hadn't been there, you know.
Maybe they'd still be alive. Maybe they'd have got themselves killed elsewhere. We'll never know.
Careful out there, young boy.
Ooh, I don't envy your having to go out there. Not a bit.
It's okay. While they'll probably be awful in certain ways, I'm looking forward to the adventure. Nice, that's a lot of upgrade materials.
Move along, envoy.
Okay. Yoink. You won't be needing these grenades.
We have enough supplies, but not enough kit.
I was hoping there'd be maybe like a merchant around here or something, but
Oh, it's a wonder we managed to stop them.
Is this place really worth so many lives?
Envoy, I have something to ask of you.
oh yeah?
A good man is dead out there in the sands. The dream thralls ambushed us, and Helshin, he held them off so we could escape. There was a sword he had that was precious to him, and he would have wanted that sword to continue the fight for Adir. It's of good quality. Might be of use to you.
I'm sorry for your loss. I'll do what I can to keep the memory alive.
I appreciate it. You'll find the sword out in the ancient lake bed, at the bottom of the rounded cliff. Thank you again, Envoy.
It's always interesting when you like you walk up, you get like one line of dialogue. That's what I'm mostly expecting, and then you get like an actual like this guy basically gave us a mini quest.
We have everything we need in Adir. What are we doing here? Never should have come here.
What have we gotten ourselves into?
Don't let the Emperor hear you say
There's
that.
no going home after this.
To him, at least.
Not really.
See, the problem is, the Dream Scourge is a threat to not only the living lands, but probably all of life on this world.
Don't know how many of our own were lost. Upwards of 20 at least. We'll be counting the Dream Thralls for a while yet. Must be at least 30 or more we killed.
I'm feeling this is going to be the region we start seeing Dream Thralls way more often. We've only really fought like maybe like 7 or 8 Dream Thralls so far.
The bodies just keep stacking up.
Impossible to say how long we've got before they come again. A week, or maybe 2.
It could be in an hour, really. You don't know.
Ah, welcome to the shit, envoy. Sorry for the mess, but it can't be helped. Not when a fucking horde of dream thralls screams up the path. At least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines. Oh, dream thrall spiders.
Ew,
God,
what?
regular giant spiders are deadly enough.
Yeah.
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed just like that. These dream scourge people don't eat their kill.
They're spiders. All you have to do is step on them. No. Where are these mines?
Follow the path down. You'll see the elevator. It's broken now, but the mines are just on the cliff above. If you hit the Leviathan skull when you're up there, you've gone too far. You'll know it when you see it.
Why do we have soldiers in the mines?
The powers that be decided we'd help Thirdborn reopen an old, abandoned sulfur mine. Help arm Thirdborn against the Dream Scourge, you see. Make friends. But it's not my place to talk about any of it.
Right. Well, I'll head to the mines, I suppose.
If it please you. Sounds like they need all the help they can get.
Oh, boy.
Oh no, we're gonna go clear out the mines. Ugh, let's get to it.
Yeah. We're gonna go fight Dream Thrall spiders.
Please! Help us! We need help!
Yeah, I hear you. Just, give me a second. Alright. What's up?
Darren! Please! We need help!
Our parents,
We were out finding food, but when we came back, they'd changed.
they attacked us, tried to rip us apart.
Gods, who thought the world could be this cruel?
We locked them inside the house, but we don't know what to do.
Well... You both should find shelter in Thirdborn. It's not safe here.
You'll be taken care of, I promise. Just don't look back.
They're going to kill them!
I didn't say that!
It'll be okay, Tamamu. They're in our home, by the cliff face.
No. Mother. Father.
Please. Try to make it fast. And let us know when it's over. We'll need to do the last rites.
You probably shouldn't do the last
Just know
rites.
when it's over. Gods, what a thing to say about one's family.
Yeah. Let us know when you've killed our mom and dad. The zombies of them, at least.
Watch out. Dream Thrall's up ahead.
Not saying a word.
Dreamthaw Barbarian, Dreamthaw Soldier. Oh boy. Let's get to it.
A branch break.
Go, bear!
We were here too late. These soldiers paid the price.
Who's next? Anyone?
I mean, there's nothing we can really do about being here just a little too late. We didn't know. We didn't know that there was anyone in danger, that we needed to rush. Oh, jeez.
Nicely done.
What a toss, Jesus.
Bear in the eyes.
More! Dream Thrall Boomer! What do they do?
Jasper, I say.
Oh, they're the suicide ones.
I hate to see what the Dream Scourge does to nature, much less people.
This is a blessed nightmare.
Stranded between the Adiran army and a desert of dream thralls. How long till they fix this godforsaken platform?
We took you in when the dream thralls swarmed. We weren't bad company, were we?
That's neither here nor there. I just don't want to get killed.
Alright, hold on. I've got a, what does this look like? Eh. I have some items I need to use. First, I want to try this. So this gives you 80% food poisoning, but I don't know what that necessarily does. Oh wow, okay. All right. So yeah, I was right and hopeful that it wouldn't do necessarily anything because it's only 80%. So if I get 100%, I'll just actually get like afflicted with poison, which isn't that bad. And the fact that I don't take the poison damage until it ticks up to here means that I can eat this regularly, often, basically after like every fight or so. Let me try something here. So you have this food restores 20% more health and essence. So if I were to take say this for 750, I just have 1,000 health regen on the way. Good lord. And then I also made an essence one that gives 500. Where's that? Where is my essence potion for 500? There you are. All the way at the bottom of the list. Any tonic pickles. Holy shit. Okay, I just want to see how far it keeps going. I thought it would, like, hit a cap at some point. There might still be a cap, but holy shit. And then if I swap off of the Forger's friend... we still keep the amount that we got, so that's very solid idea to keep on refreshing. So I guess the mine would be up there. Let's see if I can figure out a way in. This kind of seems like a path. No! No, they're bullshitting me. This is so stupid. Let me up. Thank you. Ugh. No! Damn you, invisible barrier. And I can't climb this. Shoot. Maybe I need to go back up and around instead? Or I have to come in from a different side entirely. That could be the intention here. It's just, this is so... They could have just made this a sheer cliff wall. I wish they had done that. Because logically, I should be able to climb up this from there to, like, there. Like, that is not... Like, I can even make it up here if I try hard enough, but then there's an invisible barrier that, like, fucks with my movement. Parkour! 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 Yeah! Oh, I made it! All right. I might not have gotten up here via the normal way of parkour, of like actually mantling over surfaces, but I've attained access. Mining Camp Manifest. The manifest is as tedious as such things get. It is comprised of columns that outline the mine's output and the costs involved in the operation, as well as rows that track the passage of time. As of recently, the mines have recorded no output, and operational costs sharply decreased several days ago. A small handwritten note is slipped between the pages. It reads, "See that Shutterscarp's mines are in working order again as soon as possible. These initial output numbers indicate more than enough resources to supply us. The combined efforts of Adir and Thirdborn will be pivotal in fighting the Dreamthalls. We cannot do it alone, and we need a strong ally in the fight." I mean, I can agree with that. We should do as much as possible to help our allies.
Who asked for more Zarups?
Is this a Zarup problem? Maybe it'll be a Dream Thrall Zarup problem.
We're not too... Is there anything we can do to get these mines open? Our Thirdborn counterparts aren't keen on us after Fjord. but don't let it get you down.
It's okay. I mean, the good news is it could have been worse at Fior. So, like, they won't absolutely despise us.
You should hear the way they talk to us. It's... ugh. They don't want us here. Why are we bothering to stick around?
It's called being a good ally.
Make sure it was worthwhile. Did we do good?
Feels like the worst is yet to come. Feels like the worst is yet to come.
I think it feels like the worst is yet to come. Where is this mine entrance? Right there?
But those are our options if you want to reopen the mines.
There is no if. We must reopen them. But if you think we're about to let Adir go and take our...
We've no designs upon them. Again, I only want the mines running for Thirdborn.
What are you all up to?
Ah! You must be the envoy. I hoped you might stop by. Welcome to the mines.
I see the sands didn't swallow you whole.
We've been discussing how best to reopen these sulfur mines. Sulfur's a key ingredient in gunpowder, which is crucial for Thirdborn's defense.
Well, I've got infinite amounts of that in my pocket, I guess. So, you want to help a bunch of Round Town ex-soldiers and mercenary stockpile of gunpowder? No, yeah. Tell me about the initiative. What exactly are we trying to do?
Our objective is simple. Restart production in the old Pogrunan mines so Thirdborn can arm themselves. They need sulfur to have a chance against the Dream Thralls, and we...
And you need to sanitize the name of Adir. After what happened in Fior.
True, but moreover, we need to make sure we're not the only ones taking on the threat in Shatterscarp. Our efforts went well, until the spiders came.
The spiders? What happened?
An ambush. As the team mapped the mine, they opened a sealed passage. The spiders poured out.
Many of our soldiers died fighting so Thirdborn's miners could escape. But we are determined to not let it end in tragedy. If you'd be willing, Envoy, you may even be the face of our triumph.
I mean... just tell me what you need, and make it quick. Well, let's see. If it helps anyone fight Dream Thralls, I'm for it.
Thank you. I knew we could rely on you. If you destroyed the spiders' nests, it'd be a tremendous boon to us all. Isn't that right, Carda?
Don't presume to speak for me.
The mine's entrance is just down the path. Speak to Darla, the guard at the gate. He'll let you in.
Alright, we gotta squish a bunch of spiders.
Something for everyone. Won't know unless you come look. You. I've not seen you around before.
Yeah, just passing through.
Okay, but come back. Customers are in short supply these days. You want to see my wares?
I do. Ooh, corrupted Adra. I've got a lot of money at the moment. So I could just go for it. How many health potions do we have? Okay, yeah, I want to get those up. Potatoes. Hardtack. Potatoes.
Something for everyone. Won't know unless you come look.
Thank you for the corrupted Adra. I don't know what's corrupted about it, but like, hey, if it can be used to upgrade stuff, we'll take it. Actually, I guess let me read the description. Corrupted Adra. This sickly red Adra has been tainted with corruption. When souls are unable to properly travel through an Adra pillar, the metaphysical space within begins to decay, leading to this corruption. Awakened Adra, a vibrantly hued piece of Adra humming with energy. This powerful component is usually harvested from powerful Adragan, or animats crafted from Adra. Admith's wort. This distinctive herb is a common sight in open fields and meadows, bearing small arrow-shaped leaves which encircle red flowers. It earned its name for its association with the final resting place of Admith Hardret, though the particulars of the story change with each telling. I need to see if I can find red crafting materials. Though I guess we're not in like a particular rush for those.
Keeping an eye on you and yours, envoy.
Yeah, go for it.
Your kith sacrificed a lot for us. Please, make sure it was worth it. I'll do my best to patch him up.
Thank you.
Can't help you.
Adiran?
Thirdborn. Thirdborn feels like a an offensive name in a little bit. Just like you're not worth being called firstborn or secondborn. You're the thirdborn.
You can at last. I told you there's nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. There's a scourge out there. Never. Leave me to my work, envoy.
Okay, leaving you to your work. I want to see something before we head further in. I want to see if I can get my upgrades going. Workbench. All right. I would need 6 corrupted Adra. And 12 petrified wood branch. Can I do that? I can make 13 of these. Corrupted Adra, I can make 3. So that would put me at 5. Do I have like a bunch of softwood? Not really. But I'll go ahead and make the maximum amount. Any of like the blue materials I might as well create now. And then with those blue materials, I can make better purple materials. Actually, hold on. How far am I away from leveling up? A decent bit. I'm actually gonna undo that. I'm gonna undo that because it's not like I can upgrade immediately. There is one thing that I wanted to do before like doing a whole bunch of upgrading. There is a skill on Scavenger, rank 2. Crafting upgrade materials cost 25% less. If I'm going to mass produce stuff, I should have that. So I will actually hold off on my material. What does this do again? Fires a thorn of energy that passes through multiple enemies, causing them damage on impact and momentarily rooting them in place. Which we did see in that last fight, and it rooted a bunch of them together. Maybe I can run on top of the top of this over here. No! It's not seeming likely.
We're not too well active. Hopefully we can change that.
Okay, all right, making it happen. Okay. This better be a purple upgrade material. Okay. Those dream thrall spiders? Crystal eater spiderling. Ooh. Sand creeper spiderling.
Enemy to the right.
Yeah, that one's level 4. I hate that.
Need better equipment.
We can't get better equipment just yet. We just got to this region. You want to eat crystals? Then get rooted by crystals.
I was worried for a second.
Alright, so far, the poison accumulation that I have from my new totem has been very, very low. I don't know if it's worth it for me to keep it on. It might be better for me to just go in on fire. But there were other benefits. I just don't remember them off the top of my head why I'm using this Skan totem again. How the fuck do I get up there? Normally it's all about... Oh, I did it. Okay. I was gonna say, normally it's about, like, jumping from the top of one thing to the top of another. But that one was just pure parkour.